Hello kitties and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you something a little bit different and it is a bullet journal layout or spread. This is a plan with me for the month of October and yeah, I was super excited to make this. I hope you guys enjoy it and let's just get started. So I already pre-drew everything with pencil because I'm not the best freehander. Um, I think if you're not that great at art, it's the better way to go. So let's just jump into last month's spread. I just did super basic. I had this sticker set that I wanted to use and I used a lot of it here. And then at the end of September, I had October ideas. I really wanted to do plaid and do like a fall theme, but I didn't end up doing it at all. So my cover is super basic. I like just this circle look and I just drew trees on the top of it. Excuse me. I wish I would have drew the trees better or maybe like thicker, but I think overall the look came out really pretty. On the left side of the page, I really wanted to incorporate some leaves into my layout. I later colored the leaves in because they look weird, and I regret doing all these little dots because it just made the page look so messy. So next, I did a full monthly calendar. I've only ever done this simple box layout because it just looks more clean to me, but I wish I had done something different, maybe. I don't know. I do like how it came out, and I decided instead of writing the whole day of the week down, I would just write the letters, thus the tiny box on top. On the side of the calendar, I keep track of my bills. I just make a list of all the bills I have to pay, and then I write that into the calendar because I would forget if I didn't, and it really helps me. So this page I had a lot of fun with because this is kind of the only Halloween theme page on my in this month's spread, but I mean, even then, it's like very limited Halloween. I just do candy corns and little candies, and then spider webs and spiders. Oh gosh, these webs, I didn't know how to draw webs, guys. So I had to look them up, and I think they turned out pretty well. I really actually enjoyed. I enjoyed drawing the webs because it's kind of cathartic just having them all match up, you know? And so when I think of candy wrappers, I think of like blue and purple and stripes and stuff. That's why I chose these colors. Oh yeah, so I did drop shadow with an orange because I thought it would be fun. I kind of regret not doing it in black, but I think the orange gives it a really nice color. So I colored this black and gray because I needed something that was kind of Halloween related, but then I also want to be able to write in it without it being like the writing overshadowed by the color. Okay, so I colored this one stripe, but my dumb butt decided to do the stripes individually, and yeah, no, that wasn't really smart because it looks like a hot mess. Later on, I just did it one color and then did the darker color on top of it. I wish I would have chose a different blue here because see, like there's the stripe so much better because the blues looked a little too close in color. And the candy corn, I forgot what order the color candy corn comes in. And here, oh my gosh, it was so hard to find the perfect yellow. Like that last yellow was perfect. But I tried like what 6 markers, but this yellow was even better. And then of course I used my the white jelly roll to just go over the white, even though the page was already white. And I wrote in the first letter of the weekday. I had to go back in and differentiate Sunday and Saturday. And I also didn't put in the number of the days. I don't know why, it just slipped my mind, but I did put that in later. So here I have the mood tracker and my habit tracker. I think I just had more fun writing the letters. My favorite letter to write is an cursive R. I just think it's so pretty. So for the pumpkins on my mood tracker, how I did it was I just drew dots first, like little circles to place where each one is to make sure I had enough. And then I went in and drew in the pumpkins. That way, you have enough pumpkins, and pumpkins don't have to be perfect. That's the different sizes, the different designs. So just have fun with it. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't all have to match. So for my habit tracker, I just did super simple. I had the hardest time, figuring out the numbers. Look, I messed up here, and I'm like, wait, no, there's only 6 days in the first week. And then I wanted to use 2 spaces per number, but I totally forgot what I was doing. And I'm like, wait, why is my bottom row so tiny? So I corrected it the next one, and then I got better and better. And for some reason I used the number, the 08 micron pen, and I'm like, no, that's too dark. So I switched to the 005, and I'm like, no, that's too light. Like, you see me starting here, and I'm like, no, let's switch it to the 02. But you know what? I think it still looked good either way. Either one of the pins would have been fine. And so when I colored in the pumpkins, I'm like, I want each one to have different textures because not all pumpkins are created equal. So thus I did like color pencils, color crayons, markers. I even did the little stem differently. And then I went in and just numbered each pumpkin so that I can keep track of the day of my mood. And then what I would do is just, draw in a face, like whatever I was feeling that day. And then I did just a plain drop shadow for the habit tracker. I didn't want to do too much since the pumpkin page was right next to it, and it was already like so much for the eyes. I only chose to do 6 habit trackers because I did, I think, 8 in the last one, and I just couldn't keep track of it all. It was just too much. And then I had an extra one last month and I didn't use it. So we'll see how I do then. Here I have a mind dump. My last month mind dump was so plain. I just wrote mind dump and then that was it. I realized that I really needed to design it more. And so thus I carried on the Halloween just fall with pumpkins and spiders. And that gave me less space to mind dump on, which I really needed because the full page was just too much. Here is my weekly spread. And it's super simple, just boxes. Again, I don't want to make it too much designed because I wanted to make sure I just had enough space to write everything I needed. So I didn't really draw much on it. I didn't put much color, but I think it still turned out pretty good. I carried on with that orange drop shadow. I think it looks pretty decent. And yeah, here is my final October layout. Sorry about the color here. I shot it later on in the day and I had to brighten it on my editing. And I wish I would have done it differently, but I think the journal came out quite great. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.